What's up all? Hope you're all well. So we're back again with another video where it's finished Sunderland 0, Preston North End 0. Frustrating day at the office, I think. We started off with the same team, as predicted. I didn't think he would change too much, so we started off with the same team that finished against Watford. So we had Patterson in goal, we had Lyndon Gooch right wing back, we had Luke O'Neill and Danny Batt, Aji Alese and Jack Clark left wing back. We then had Corey Evans and Dan Neil in the middle, and then we had Roberts, Embleton, and then Alex Pritchard kind of alternating up front. And I think today, if ever there was a game where I think we missed Stewart and Sims, today was probably it. As the game went on, I think, you can see why Preston haven't conceded many goals and haven't scored many goals on the same token. When you're playing a team like them, they came to spoil the game. They've got some big players, disrupt the game, give fouls away. They say constantly breaking up play. Referee didn't help either, if I'm honest. But if ever there was a chance, or when you play a team like that, I think you've got to kind of nick an early goal to make them come out a little bit. We didn't get it. Yes, we did press them. We did try to get that early goal. We had a couple of chances early on, but the goal didn't come. And then the game kind of settled down into a bit of a nothing, really. They had a couple of little breakaways. We kept on playing some nice football, but we didn't have that focal point up front. And like I say, when you're playing a team against them, like them, I think you need something different up front. I think we need sometimes that target man to hit. We played some nice football in and around the box into play, but the final ball was lacking, and 9 times out of 10 there was nobody in the middle to kind of aim for, or a big man to kind of put the cross in. So it was a frustrating one. But that kind of like them kind of fault them for effort. There was like I say, there was a lot of good play in and around midfield, but just couldn't kind of get that killer ball. So needed some physical presence up front, and hopefully we can get. Our Sims is still out. He's got this X-ray in the scans, so hopefully the scans come back and they're not too bad. But I think they came for a point, if I'm honest. I mean, they had a couple of chances. I think Patterson made a great save in the second half, and the one that Alese cleared off the line in the first half, I don't know how he did it. It was absolutely amazing, absolutely fantastic defending. But all in all, like I say, a frustrating afternoon. But there were some positive signs. We didn't concede a goal. We kept a clean sheet. We looked quite solid at the back again. Danny Batt again was solid, outstanding. Luke O'Neill again, Mr. Consistent. Aji Alese was trying to get forward like he did at Watford. Whenever he could, and he was unlucky. He had a couple of chances in the first half. I think he had a couple of shots where they blocked, where the keeper saved them. But point was probably a fair result in the end. Probably nobody deserved to win it. If anybody was going to nick it, they came on strong probably the last 5 minutes maybe. But apart from that, I think it was pretty even Stevens. They kind of nullified our attack and threats. They defended very well, and like I say, you can say they didn't concede many goals. But player rating wise, Patterson, you see he made a couple of great saves. I think there was one point in the first half where there was a through ball and he kind of hesitated. He went to run out and stopped, and he didn't know what to do. But apart from that, that was the only probably dodgy point for him in the game. So I'd probably give Patterson a 7 out of 10. Gooch, not one of his better games, but again, effort wise, he was up and down. He was trying to force it and trying to get up and trying to make things happen. So I'll probably give him a 6.5. Luke O'Neill, again, Mr. Consistent. I think he's found his new position there. He's done really well. So I'll probably give him a 7 out of 10. Danny Batt, I thought, was absolutely immense again. Winning headers. He's strong. He's getting in front of their centre forward. And he's marshalling the back three really well. So I'll probably give Danny Batt an 8 out of 10 today. Aji Alese again looked really good. I've just been saying, he tried to get forward whenever he could, tried to join in the attacks, but his defensive his side of things as well. And I say that clearance he made in the first half was absolutely unbelievable. So I'm going to give Aji Alese an 8 as well. Jack Clarke, you know, Jack, he frustrates at times. You know, he's got great talent. He's got in some great positions, but without that focal point to aim for in the middle, some of his crosses just, you know, lack that final quality. But off effort-wise, probably a 6.5 again for Jack Clarke. In the middle, Corey Evans, you know, he just does what Corey Evans does. He gets on with things. He breaks play up. He's there, you know, to take the ball off the back three, trying to make things happen, knocking little passes about. So for Corey, I'll probably give him a 6.5, 7. Dan Neil, I still didn't think Dan Neil's firing on all cylinders. I didn't think, you know, I don't know, it's lacking a little bit of confidence, or he's still making that step up to championship level. But again, he tries to make things happen. He tries to get on the ball. So I'm not going to fault him for that. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 for today. Pritchard, again, same type of thing. He tries to get on the ball and trying to make things happen, but the final balls and the through balls weren't coming off. Yes, we switched player a few times during the game, but it just didn't come off. So Pritchard, probably give him a 6.5. Embleton, for me, Embleton, I don't know what I knock the players too much, but for me, he's not good enough. You know, he seems to be a talented lad, but he just, I don't know, he just wasn't in the game for me today. He was on the fringes of the game and didn't really get involved. He's passing. You know, we had a couple of chances where we could have broke away and he lost it. His passing was off, so I'm gonna give him a 6 for Embo. Roberts, again, it's the same type of thing for all of them. He tried to make them. He got on the ball. He was cutting inside. Unlucky with a couple of efforts where they've just gone past the post or they've took deflections. So Roberts, I'll probably give him a 6.5 to a 7. Substitute wise, you know, Abdullah Bar came on again, looked neat and tidy. I think he's still adjusting to the physicality of the game. A couple of times he went down and didn't get back up quick enough, you know. And then, but he'll learn. He'll get there. So again, he looked neat and tidy when he came on. So I'm going to give him a 7. Ahmad, I think he's going to be a cracking player for us this season. His first touch is absolutely, you know, first class. When the ball's played him, it sticks. And for a little lad, he's strong and all. He held off a couple of their players on numerous times when he came on. So I'm going to give him a 7. Ahmad, for what he did, and obviously Dewey Bennett when he came on as well. He's got no fear. You know, he come on, he was attacking their fullback when he came on straight away. First thing he was got down the wing, put a cross in, and did it a couple of times again after that. So I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 as well when he came on. But overall, you know, like I said, at a point is a decent result. We're still in 7th. We're moving to Blackpool. I think for me, I'd probably be tempted to make a couple of changes for Blackpool. I would probably have Abdullah Bar in for maybe Dan Neil, and I would probably have Ahmad for Embleton, just to give it a little bit of variation and see what they're like from the start. You know, maybe Michu will be available for the bench on Tuesday night, but you know, today just wasn't our day. They came to spoil the game. Referee and all spoiled the game. I thought he was shocking to do the referee. You know, every time Jack Clarke got the ball, they were kicking him, they were fouling, they were pulling them back, and he didn't nip it in the bud. People should have been getting cards and they weren't. So the referee, I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. I thought he was shocking. Missed a lot of things, let too many things go. You know, Freddie Woodman, the ex-mag, was time wasting on every opportunity, and all he did was wave him on and didn't actually do anything about it. So overall, performance-wise, I'm going to give us a 7 out of 10. You know, I think it was an even game, but we move on to Blackpool. We're still 7th, and on the plus side, if teams like Preston, you you know, established Championship teams are coming here to play for a point, then that just shows how far we've come this season. So, aye, not too bad. But all in all, like I say, 7 out of 10. We move on to Blackpool. We get 3 points there. Then it's been a decent 2 games, 4 points out of the 2 games. Then we move on to Swansea. So, if you like the video, give us a like and a subscribe. And watch out for the match preview for Blackpool. But until then, have a good rest of the weekend. Take it easy. Speak soon. And we'll see you later. Ta-ra.